And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of my single-player series. You guys may have noticed I did not record, produce any episodes in this series last week because I had basically run out of ideas. Yep. That happens. I'm sorry, but I was running a little bit dry. I didn't want to kind of push it and just produce bad content for you. You can't get through there, buddy. Alright, so what are we working on today? Well, I've added a new mod to the pack. Wait, what? Yep, I've added a new mod. I have added Gendustry, which you guys have probably seen me playing with in my multiplayer series. So let's dive into Gendustry. Gendustry is a better way of dealing with bees. That's it. It's a better way of dealing with bees. It's much easier, much better. I love it. I love it to death. No complaints from me. Okay. So why don't we get started? The first items we're going to want are this thing, the industrial apiary. Now, I'm going to go see how many apiaries do I have going right now, because we're going to replace them. Yep, we're going to replace them right out. Because the industrial apiaries are a whole lot better. Okay? Let's turn our flight on for a minute. How many of you do I have going right now? That was entertaining. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 going right now. Okay. It's not bad. We can deal with that. 12, right? 12. Okay. So that means we're going to need 12 of these things. That's not too hard. 12 industrial apiaries, and I can do that pretty easily. Thankfully, I think I have all... I took some time to plug everything into my computer. So I'm going to need 12 pistons, 12 bee receptacles. Okay. So let's start off with this. Let's do bee receptacles. 12 of you. I'm going to need 12 sturdy casings. And this is absolutely going to eat the amount of bronze I have. I'm going to need 12 pistons. Thank you. And I'm going to need 24 bronze gears. And my system is probably wishing me good luck with all of that. How is this going? We know that. Oh gosh, because that's still misprogrammed. Okay. Yep. Alright. Let's drop down here and fix this. Remember how sometimes the OR dictionary doesn't like applied energistic stuff? Well, yes, it does that. Previous. No, that's not the one that's misprogrammed. It's this one that's misprogrammed. Remember to alter the program, just drop that in there. Re-encode these. Re-encode. And I forgot to take you back out. Drop that back in. Okay. That should have fixed that issue. I hope. Yes, I don't know why it used to work fine. It just decided in this version it just was not going to cooperate with me. Which is no big deal. So, now I should be able to just do that. And I want glass. Actual glass. Thank you. Still a shift click. Ah, we're still getting those gears. Cancel. We had what, 17 left? Now it should be a little bit more conducive. There we go. Alright, yeah, we're crafting. So, we're going to get a bunch of these. Awesome. I love watching my ME system work. It's great. As long as I don't run out of anything important. Nope. Nope, we're still going. 15, 16, 17. Awesome. So we just got 12 industrial apiaries. Just like that. Now, how are these things so different than normal apiaries? Well, let me go put these down, and I'll give you guys a quick look. I'm on the wrong level again. As my base gets more complex, I start forgetting how this stuff works. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Notice how it says not enough power. What do you mean not enough power? Well, it literally means it's not right now receiving enough power at all. These things need power? Yeah, you bet they need power. Flight control on, please. 1, 2, 3. Nope, not that far down. There we go. So yes, these guys are going to need power, and I suspect if I breach through here, I should be able to find a power line around here somewhere. Or is this the side of my base that doesn't have a power line? Oh, there's a power line. So I can... Oh god, it's going to be a real issue to run this, isn't it? No. No, it won't be. Oh, that's where the cable is running. Okay. So we'll run it over to here, and then straight up through this wall. Like that. Okay. So let me go get the power for this, and I can show you guys exactly why these things are so absolutely awesome. I'll be right back. Now that the power's hooked up, let me show you guys some cool things. Remember that whole huge system I had to build downstairs just to get that thing automated? Well, there's an easier way to do it, which is the automation upgrade. I just need some of these blank upgrade frames. Now, I need some more. Let's see. Automation upgrade. There we go. I just need some more gold nuggets. That should be enough. Automation upgrade. Automation upgrade. There we go. Alright, so we're going to need some more of these blank upgrade frames. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. That gets us 12. Okay. So we're just going to drop those in there. And those are used for all of our upgrades. So now I'm just going to need 12 pistons. Not too hard. Thanks to our AE system. And some more of those bronze gears. Not that many more bronze gears. And let's just wait until we get all of those crafted up, which should take approximately 10 seconds. Well, we're crafting some oakwood planks right now, but that's not a huge big deal. Wait, where the heck am I crafting oakwood planks from? Oh, right, it's waiting on my I'm using my sawmill for this. Okay, right. Okay. So we're crafting through the whole process, making some more oakwood planks. There we go. Have one more to go, and we're done. Okay. So then let's make ourselves some automation upgrades. 12 of those, please. Automation upgrades are really quite awesome. They basically completely remove the whole need for that entire automation system we built downstairs. That entire, transvector interface shenanigans. And they basically allow us to, in one block space, automatically automate our bees. All of them. Without any issues whatsoever. It'll always keep some drones in here and automatically refill the princess. I like it. Now notice the downside is it's going to increase energy consumption. So notice my energy required on this one that's unupgraded is 2.2 MJ per tick. Now is 2.0 MJ per tick on the unupgraded, and now it's 2.2. Not too shabby. Now, that is a bit of a downside, but I have enough power that I'm not really worried about it, It's not a huge issue to me. What I am more worried about is my bees deciding to stop running. How are we going to fix that? Well, let's get ourselves some more of these blank upgrades. And I want to make sure my bees don't stop running when I cover that room over. I may want to put something upstairs. I may not. To do that, we're going to need, if I can find it over here, the open sky upgrade, which is just some glass and some blue dye. Alright, so let's get some more glass out of here. And I think I'm going to need to order another production run of my glass here. Craftable, please. Give me 256 more glass, please. And we're going to let that run. Now the open sky upgrade, when installed, basically says to the bees, you will always see the open sky. Even if there's something above you, you can see the open sky. It's pretty cool. For now, however, I want to do the light upgrade. All right, and that's going to require some more glass too, but a bit less. So that should be enough to get 12 of those. And even during the nighttime now, my bees will continue running. Now, some of these upgrades, the needs for them will be removed in not too long. Don't worry about that. It's just I want to have these things installed right now just to get my bees running, basically. Now, if you notice, these things are packed really tightly together, and I can hear some of you guys already asking me, oh boy, Cass, how are you going to get the stuff out of these? Don't worry about it, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we got our light upgrades installed. Notice that it uses another 5%, so now we're up to 2.3 MJ per tick. It's not too bad. It's still not bad. That's about 23 RF per tick. For those of you guys who don't know the conversion ratio in your head, it's multiplied by 10. And we're going to come back over here. We're going to need some more blank upgrades now. Oh, we got another 6. Alright, that means we need some more gold. Actually, the reason I was able to shift-click that was because I knew I'd be running a bit low at this point. Now remember, these things aren't hugely expensive, right? It's not a huge big deal for us. So let's get some more of these blank upgrades. And we have one more thing I want to worry about, which is during the rain, okay? That could be an issue. It's raining out. Well, we need a sealant upgrade then. So let's get some more glass, and notice that all that uses is some beeswax. So as long as you have some bees that are running, you're okay. Yoink. And we can go in and install these. Not too shabby. Now I'm going to move my bees from downstairs. Oh, wrong room again. I'm going to go move my bees out of downstairs, because you guys already know they're down there, they're doing their thing, and it's not too shabby. There are a bunch of other upgrades to Gendustry, and as our bees get better and better, we will actually take a look at those and modify them a little bit. You can see we have production upgrades, lifespan upgrades. Lifespan upgrades decrease the lifespan, by the way. They're kind of a nice replacement for all of our, say, Oblivion frames. What I'm actually going to do, the lifespan, what is it? Fermented spider eye. I could probably make that. Should think about that, because that's going to make breeding these bees a whole lot easier. So let me go move our bees out of downstairs, and I can show you guys the next step. Gendustry isn't just about the... How did you get in here? Gendustry isn't just about creating new or upgrading your industrial apiaries. It's also about upgrading your bees. It's very similar to extra bees. And yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. So let me replace all of these systems, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so another item that I've made is an indexer. The indexer is a really nice way to store your bees, basically. And I'm going to shove it in here, I think. Yeah, this doesn't look like a bad place to put it. And the nice thing about it is it can actually hold a really large amount of bees. So I just dropped all those in there. They're all being stored there. Nice. It's kind of like a deep storage unit just for bees. It's really handy. Really handy. Alright, so let's come back over to here. What are the next items we're going to make? Well, one of the items I want to make is a mutator. But that requires a support machine first. A mutagenic producer. So I'm going to need a sturdy casing, 2 power modules, one of these mutagen tanks, but we can get that pretty easily. But thankfully, I've coded a lot of this already into my system. Alright, I needed 2 of those power modules, right? So let's take a look at what else we need for the mutagen producer. We need a hopper and 2 of these bronze gears. Alright, so let's take a look over here. Let's see how our crafting process is going so far. Blank. I don't understand why it's blank, but it's blank. Interesting. You know, this happened earlier to me, too, for something else. And I don't understand why it happens. But sometimes it just decides it's not going to cooperate today, and you have to reset your network again. I don't get it. Okay, it still hasn't crafted it. What is it waiting on? Okay. I don't... Let's try this again. I don't get what it's doing. Alright, that's fine. Can I craft bronze? Interesting. Okay then. Alright, that isn't a hugely big deal. I was hoping it would just kind of do it and leave me alone. Oh, no, you're still okay. You guys are still... You're not even being used. Well, let's try this solution. Hold on. Reset the network. There we go. I don't get it. Alright. Let's try that again. Yeah, if that happens, guys, just reset your system, and you should be okay. Are you actually going to show... Yeah, okay, you're working now. Awesome. There we go. That was really weird. Figure out why that was happening. Alright, so let's do some gears as well. We can't yet. I kind of want to wait for this thing to finish before I start spamming it. There we go. Give me 2 more gears. Do we have a hopper? Now we do. And let's just wait for that hopper. Well, we already have it. Mutagen producer. Shift click that in. Oh, we don't have the sturdy casing. Right. Thank you. And then we just need a wee bit more bronze. Put that there. Mutagen producer. Now we're also going to need the actual mutatron itself. We need 3 more receptacles, power. Alright. So let's just start that. 3 more receptacles, power. You need, so 2 more power. 3 receptacles, 2 power. Receptacle and power. And this should be done by the time we get back. Okay, so let's go take a look at how this works, shall we? Sounds good to me. Now, the mutagen producer produces mutagen, as you probably guessed. And we're actually going to shove this thing over here, where I was initially going to have most of my power production. So we'll put that there, and we'll put down our mutagen producer. Okay, notice this thing requires an enormous amount of power. It has a 500,000 MJ buffer, which equates to about 5 million RF. And we can use this to produce mutagen, which is used for various and sundry items. Why are you only showing craftables? There we go. Stored, craftable, storage, and craftable. Oh, because you're showing it number of items. There we go. So what we're going to need is we're going to need some blocks of redstone. You can technically just use redstone, but I actually really prefer to use blocks of redstone for this, because it uses about the same amount of power, right? About the same amount of power, but you get more mutagen per cycle. Okay? Okay. So we're just going to drop that in there, and it's going to cook it down, and we're going to get mutagen for it. And you can see here, the best is using uranium-235 or MyC2, which you have to get through a breeder reactor. Alright? But instead, we're going to use redstone, which is, I believe, the second best. Alright. Now, we need that mutatron. Okay? And we're just going to get the basic ones. We need another one of these. But we're also going to need genetics processor, which I don't think we can... Ah, we do have a pulsating chipset, which requires a pulsating chipset. Alright. And now we should be okay. Ah, I need one more of those sturdy machine casings. Now, we're not going to stop with this. In fact, this time we're going to go straight ahead to get the advanced mutatron. Why? With the mutatron, you put your 2 bees in, and they mutate. They mutate. Do we have any? Ah, perfect. And they just mutate into one of their possible outcomes, which is fine if you're doing a bee that has a limited number of outcomes. If you're doing a bee that has, say, 20 or 30 possible outcomes, it's a wee bit more difficult. There we go. Our lasers are active. You can see we have our 2 laser walls here, and that should cook up. It becomes a little bit more difficult if you're doing bees that have multiple possible outcomes. Now, with the advanced mutatron, you literally just put your bees in, and they mutate, and you don't have to worry about it at all. Just put in the right combination, hit the button, and you're off. As long as you have the right amount of mutagen, you're all set. And you do not have to worry about a single thing. So that should have had enough time to complete. So we're going to get 2 more of those. In the advanced version... Oh gosh. Alright, so we need another... I could have sworn I made another power module. And don't worry guys, I know we're going to run a bit long, but I'm going to show this to you in this episode. And then we'll come back in the next episode to actually see some more of the cool stuff we can do with this. We're not there yet. Don't worry. Not quite yet. We're just going to wait for this power module to craft up. Thank you. We're going to need 4 more gears. Yes, this stuff eats your bronze. But it's well worth it. Trust me. I don't usually like doing bees. This stuff makes it absolutely awesome. And I actually prefer it to extra bees, though it has many of the same features extra bees has. And we got our mutatron. Alright, so why don't we get ourselves, let's see, what do I want? I want a fluiduct, and I'm going to want a servo as well. Oh. Not like we don't have a lot of those. Alright, perfect. So let's take our advanced mutatron. Let's bring it over here. And we'll just slap it down. Let's get ourselves some space to run some conduits. Redstone energy conduit. Ba-dump, ba-dump. And let's slap it down right there. And we will run our fluiduct like that. And auto outputs. Right. So this thing is now filling up with mutagen. We have 8-1. Okay. That's still running. That's fine. Now, what else do we need to make this thing work? Well, then, that's a little bit more complicated. So let's come back over to here. Actually, you know what? Let's go downstairs, because this is going to be easier. We need some of this labware. Labware? What's labware? Labware is a consumable item that's added in Gendustry. So let's take a look for labware. It's not too bad. You get 16 of it per. 1 diamond. It's not too shabby. But it is a diamond, and it is a cost that you do incur as you're using these machines. Did I put a... No, I didn't. Okay. And that is something to remember. It is a cost you incur. So let's get a stack of that, nice and quick, because it was just a crafting recipe. And not even a staged one at that. And we just throw our labware in the top. Now, how do we use this thing? Well, let me show you. So one of the worst mutations I've had to do. Let's see. Meadows, forests, valiants, forests, industrious, cultivated, imperial, cultivated. Alright, so we don't have a lot of stuff going on there. So let's get a meadows drone. And I think I had an indexer downstairs already. I'm actually pretty positive I did, now that I think about it. So I'm sorry for showing that to you guys twice. But... oh yeah, I did. Holy crap. Okay, but I don't think I have any more princesses laying around. Which is a little unfortunate. I wanted to use a new princess to demonstrate this to you guys. That's alright. No big deal. Let's dodge the skelly. Let's fly back up here. So we can just use... what are valiants used for? Water, Valiant, Prussian, Ebony, Energetic, when with an Excited. An Excited is a Cultivated and a Valiant. Do I have any spare Cultivateds laying around? Cultivated Queen. Oh, right, no flowers warning. Yeah, that's something you'll get quite a bit. I don't have any princesses, do I? Huh. Okay. So what you basically do is you just drop your bee in there, and it gets you the appropriate result. Let me do that. I'll just put a flower over there. I think all the bees I have right now require flowers. Get a flower and a beet o' dirt. I think there's an upgrade that helps you with this, but whatever. We'll do it the old-fashioned way for right now. So let these bees run for a little bit. Blonk. And that should update these guys. Should update in a couple seconds. Yep, there we go. And let me just yank the automation upgrade out of the... That's another cultivated. That's another industrious. That's a valiant. Oh, it's valiant. Hold on. Valiant and a cultivated. Okay. And I know I have a duplicate cultivated laying around somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I'll let these guys run until they run out of bee juice and die, and I will be right back. Alright, so we now have a cultivated princess and a valiant drone, and let me show you what we can do with it. Let's go over to our Mutatron. Our advanced Mutatron. We'll put our cultivated princess in, our valiant drone in, and now we can say that we want an excited queen. Now this thing's going to process down, and we have an excited queen. Pristine stock. Nice. So we just mutated. Now this is a lot more useful with other mutations that have, 1,000,000,001 different chances for, any given drone you add in. But it's still pretty useful. So now we can throw that in, our automation upgrade, and just so that we get some more drones, I'm going to throw a lifespan upgrade in. Because I actually want this guy to mutate up to the next level of bee. Now this isn't as fast to death as if you had an apiary with, I don't know, what is that thing called? An Oblivion frame in it. But it's still pretty fast, alright? Plus, it's also relatively cheap. Just some spider eyes. So that is the basics of mutating with Gendustry. In the next episode, we're going to get into some of the other cool stuff you can do with bees using Gendustry. So, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. As always, if you liked and enjoyed what I did, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. Alright guys, happy mining.